1 సెకండ్, సో సారీ. ఆ మాటలు డిస్ట్రాక్ట్ అవేమి రికార్డ్
పక్కన బిల్డింగ్లో ఉంది. సో
పక్క బిల్డింగ్ కాదు ఇంకా. ఓకే ఓకే, సో డిస్ట్రాక్టింగ్ వైల్.
అవునండి.
మాట్లాడుతుంటేనే నాకు అరుపులు వినిపిస్తున్నాయి. ఓకే, విల్ స్టార్ట్. విశ్వప్రసాద్ గారు, హాయ్ సార్. యా, సో లాస్ట్ 2-3 days నుంచి వీ హ్యావ్ బీన్ హియరింగ్ అబౌట్ ది స్ట్రైక్, ది యూనియన్, ఆల్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఫీల్స్ లైక్ సడన్గా గ్రౌండ్ లెవెల్లో క్రాక్స్ ఏవేవైతే ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ ఎక్స్పోజ్ అయినట్టు ఫ్రమ్ దట్ సైడ్ అండ్ దిస్ సైడ్ టు. వై డూ యూ థింక్ దిస్ హ్యాజంట్ పాప్డ్ అప్ అంటిల్ నౌ?
ఇది ఒక మీడియా అటెన్షన్కి వచ్చినకపోవచ్చు, కానీ డెఫినెట్గా దీస్ ఆర్ ద ఇష్యూస్ ఆర్ వెరీ వెల్ నోన్. సో maybe this is something I'm fighting for more than a year. I'm more vocal to come out, but every producer feeling that, and it always come into the internal discussions.
Yeah, I've heard that మీరు almost ఒక 2 years నుండి you have been what do you call resisting this
definitely అండి.
yeah
చాలా మంది ఇది వేజ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అంటారు, కానీ ఫస్ట్ there is no regulated wage card that is in use. People pay much higher than that card. When it is not a wage that is fixed, then it's first I don't know what is their authority to fix. Two, it's not regulated. People get paid what they want.
So your fight is with the union, not with the members.
Oh, members, they are required. We pay them what is needed. We want to pay more. But while they created a barrier for membership, exorbitant rate for people to get into that membership, and they want to have a
control over it,
dictate and build an excess, take a smaller benefit, but it impacts us in a big way. While a small benefit, we are taking a larger hit.
Right.
Not the pay.
Yeah, I get it. I think that's there. So on a film set, in the context of a film set, how would you differentiate skilled work versus unskilled work?
There's a skill for every craft, right? There's a lightman. There's a lighting, not lightman. Lighting has a set of skills, and they need to be upgraded at a certain pace.
Right.
If ఆ స్కిల్ ఆ పేస్లో పెరగకపోతే ఆటోమేటిక్గా DOPs are forcing us to bring people from Mumbai. సో వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడికి రావాలంటే దాని రిలేటెడ్ అవుట్డోరే ఇక్కడ రావాల. ఆ అవుట్డోర్ as a practice of paying huge kickbacks and very expensive iPhone gift to an apartment to
This
a
is
DOP.
bribing, no?
It's a bribing. And increase our bills 5 to 6 times or 8 times by bringing their entire inventory into the... So, though this nexus is blocking the talent development, అది వాళ్ళకేం పెద్దగా రావట్లేదు. ఒక సెట్ ఆఫ్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ పెట్టుకొని వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చిన మెంబర్షిప్ ఫీ మీద అజమాయిషి నడిపించుకుంటూ జరపడం వాళ్ళు, దానివల్ల వాళ్ళకి ఎంత బెనిఫిటో తెలియదు, కానీ దట్ విల్ హర్టింగ్ అస్ బ్యాక్. అలా ప్రతి క్రాఫ్ట్లో వీ హ్యావ్ ద ఇష్యూ. డాన్సర్స్, వై షుడ్ ఐ బ్రింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ముంబై వెన్ లోకల్ ఈజ్ డెవలప్డ్? బట్ అక్కడ ఒక 7 lakhs ఎంట్రీ ఫీ పెట్టడం వల్ల there's extraordinary talent in Hyderabad, they are not getting access.
Yeah. Sir, I heard something very cheap and at the same time very infuriating, which is it actually happened on one of your films only. Someone who worked told me apparently all of these junior artists and all, they went to stay somewhere outside Hyderabad. Akadanta, now I'm not sure whether it is a union thing or a what do you call line producers. There are like dozens of people involved kada. వాళ్ళకంట హోటల్లో లాండ్రీ బిల్ అవుతుంది కదా, లాండ్రీ బిల్లుని కూడా ఓకే నువ్వు ఇంత రాస్తావా, 100 rupees రాయద్దు, 300 రాయి, నీకు కావాల్సిన 100 నేను నీకు ఇప్పించేస్తా, బట్ దాన్ని ఒక ట్రిపుల్ చేసి రాయి అని చెప్పి. లాండ్రీ బిల్ సార్, కెన్ యూ ఇమాజిన్ హౌ కరప్ట్ ద హోల్ వర్క్ ఫ్లో ఈజ్?
నేను చాలా ఇంటర్వ్యూలో చెప్తూ వస్తున్నాను, మలయాళంలో 1 కోటి రూపాయల్లో చేసే సినిమా ఇక్కడ 4 నుంచి 15 కోట్లు అవుతుంది. తెలిసిన ప్రొడ్యూసర్కి 4 అవుతుంది, తెలవనాడికి 10 అవుతుంది.
I heard similar stories like how
చిన్న సినిమాలు చేయలేము ఇక్కడ, వేరే నిర్మాతలు రాలేరు.
పెద్ద ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్ కూడా చిన్న సినిమాలు చేయడం కష్టమేనా?
చెప్తుంది 4 నుంచి 15 కోట్లు, అక్కడ 1 కోటి రూపాయలు అయిపోతుంది. పెద్ద సినిమాలను కూడా కంట్రోల్ చేయలేకపోతున్నారు.
బట్ డూ యూ థింక్
క్వాలిటీ మీద ఫోకస్ చేయాలన్నా కాస్ట్ మీద చేయాలన్నా అన్నది.
రెండింటి మీద చేయాలి ఐడియల్లీ?
కాస్ట్ కంట్రోల్ అంటే క్వాలిటీ మీద ఎక్కువ ఎఫర్ట్ పెట్టచ్చు. కాస్ట్నే కంట్రోల్ చేయనప్పుడు క్వాలిటీ మీద కంట్రోల్ అసలు రాదు కదా, ఈ నెక్సెస్ ఉన్నంత వరకు.
బట్ డూ యూ థింక్ మనకు ఆ కేపబిలిటీ ఉందా అట్లీస్ట్ నౌ, ఆర్ డూ యూ సీ us going there in 2 years where a complete feature film from start to end that can be produced in house?
స్టార్ట్ అండ్ ఇన్నోస్ చేయడం అనేది కరెక్ట్ కాదు అది. ఎందుకంటే ఈ నీడ్ టాలెంట్. లక్కీగా అంటే మన తెలుగు సినిమాకు ఒక మొనాటనస్ కంటెంట్ చేయకుండా ఒక డిఫరెంట్ కంటెంట్ చేయడం వల్ల పాన్ ఇండియా మార్కెట్ ఓపెన్ అయింది. బట్ మనం అర్థం చేసుకోవాల్సింది ఏమంటే బాలీవుడ్ ఏదైతే ఫేస్ చేసిందో ఒక కంటెంట్ డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ లేకుండా రుద్దుతూ పోతే వాళ్ళందరూ ఎలా ఇగ్నోర్ కొడుతున్నారు, మన తెలుగు వాళ్ళు కూడా మనల్ని కూడా ఇగ్నోర్ కొట్టడం స్టార్ట్ చేయొచ్చు ఇలా కొడుతూ ఇలా తీస్తూ వెళ్తే. విచ్ యూ కెన్ సీ ఇన్ లాస్ట్ 1.5 year ఓన్లీ ఫ్యూ ఆర్ మేకింగ్ డీప్, మిగతావన్నీ getting rejected.
Like horribly rejected.
Yeah, if you have to do a good content, you cannot have this nexus that will damage the larger making. అదంతా నేను నెక్సెస్కి వెళ్తుందని చెప్పట్లేదు.
Right.
They are making only small portion of it. They are hurting the making.
So but beyond the nexus also, don't you think మనకు కొన్ని మరి ఎప్పుడు ఫండమెంటల్స్ అని అంటూ ఉంటారు. ఈ నెక్సెస్ దిస్ ఈస్ వన్ ఫ్యాక్టర్. దాన్ని పక్కన పెట్టి చూస్తే కూడా డోంట్ యూ థింక్ వీ హ్యావ్ సమ్ ఇష్యూస్ లైక్
కల్చర్ ఇష్యూ కదా. దట్ నెక్సస్ ఇస్ కరప్టింగ్ ద కల్చర్. యూ కాంట్ ఆస్క్ ఎనీబడి. యాజ్ ఎ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎ సే ఆన్ విచ్ ఈస్ అవుట్డోర్. యాజ్ ఎ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ knowingly I know that DOP is corrupted, I'm still have to force him to take. When I'm losing my control on very fundamentals, do you think I'll have a control on the quality?
ఎనర్జీ మొత్తం దీనికి అయిపోతుంది.
ఎనర్జీ కాదు, you are not competent to question. When you lose your competency,
right,
on a lower segment, how can you have authority to go upper?
Yeah, నేను కొన్ని విన్నాను సార్, లైక్ ఇలాంటి మీరు డిఓపికి ఐఫోన్ ఇలాంటివి లైక్ వెండర్స్ ఉంటారు కదా, వీ కాల్ దెమ్ వెండర్స్, లైక్ విఎఫ్ఎక్స్ vendor, like sound designing vendor.
That is another mafia. We hired some guys, they are extreme terrorists. There's a different extortion level mafias kada ante these are the guys who can destroy you.
Do they have that much power?
That is how they have been treated. I didn't encourage ante nenu vachinaka I made sure I kick that guy out.
This is about VFX you are talking about.
There's a different profession, and yeah, in VFX there are notorious people. Few. I mean, I don't say all, please.
Yeah.
There are few. There's a time I'll even say the name.
No, I'm not looking.
Or maybe I have to say the
right?
name to. I will connect back so that people know there are good supervisors in the industry too. Yeah. So yeah, I did 2 movies, Karthikeya 2 and Bro. The guy made me not deliver to the best. Of course, Karthikeya 2 is a very extraordinary hit. Bro is moderate, but we could have done wonders.
What do you mean? He didn't made me do the best.
He influences the director. We have our own VFX unit, but we gave to some units which are outside. Eventually they didn't deliver. We are getting to the release date, and my team can do at the last minute a moderate job than doing an extraordinary job. Rather, I could have done beginning nunchi chesinte,
Right.
I would have done some multiple revisions and delivered what is the extraordinary content. I mean,
Right.
basically Karthikeya 2 there are few 3D the background visuals, they are not extraordinary. But content was so good that it became 5 times, 10 times bigger than a movie that can make. Then a snake sequence undi, we delivered well, but some 3D visuals untundi. It won't look as grandeur as you want to be. A Dwarka background chupettadam gaani avi. But why should I deliver ordinary? I paid. The same individual was recruited into Bro because of incompetent production.
Right.
And he didn't deliver the stuff. We did last minute interval, the way you are showing an elevation. ఒక సీన్లో యూ గెట్ ఇన్ టు ద ఐలాండ్ అండ్ వాటర్ దే కమ్ యాజ్ మోడరేట్ అంటే దే ఆర్ నాట్ ఎక్స్ట్రాడినరీ.
Yeah.
వై అంటే
They could be better.
ద సేమ్ జోకర్ వాజ్ హైడ్ ఇన్. He gave to other studios, they didn't deliver. We delivered a month before. We could do what we could do.
No, it is kind of surprising that because మీరు వర్క్ చేసే స్టార్లు అందరూ దే ఆర్ లైక్ స్టాల్వర్డ్స్ కదా, వాళ్ళతో పనిచేస్తున్నప్పుడు కూడా ఆన్ గ్రౌండ్ లెవెల్ ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి అంటే బయట విన్న వాళ్ళకి అది నమ్మశక్యంగా ఉండదు కూడా. అంటే లెవెల్
you have a guy who goes and influences the director that this is how it should be done. And the guy has half-back knowledge.
But directors also should have that conviction because they have to.
It's a evolving industry, kada.
Okay.
See, if it is, unfortunately, this is too fast of a technology. And ఒక సినిమా చేసినాక నెక్స్ట్ సినిమాకి వచ్చే టైంకి ఇట్స్ ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ దట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్.
రైట్.
ఓన్లీ ఫ్యూ డైరెక్టర్స్ నో టూ డీప్. ఇప్పుడు సముద్రకాని గారు అన్నారు, ఆయనకి విఎఫ్ఎక్స్ గురించి ఏం నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంటుంది. దెన్ ఈజ్ మోర్ డిపెండెంట్ ఆన్ ద supervisor. But as a production, I should stand up and say no. If your knowledge is limited, let me handle it.
How did these things go unchecked, or were you aware when this was happening?
I'm not aware. There is no way I let it happen if I'm aware. These are all the post-mortem findings, and then we took the actions and the follow-on. There's no way I would have postponed the movie.
If you had known.
Yeah, I will never release the movie. Why should? With so much of difficult, I got Kalyangar dates and we did a movie. Why would I do not a shabby job in a post-production?
Exactly. I mean, to be
I'm not aware. There's no way. And see, that has impacted movie to some extent. But even if it is 1%, I will not do.
Yeah, of course, I can understand.
Because I could delay the movie for a month or 2 months.
Yeah, it's okay. July 20th wasn't such big of a
correct
date also. So
see, when I announce the date, everyone will pave the way. So why would I come? But production is incompetent to make any calls.
No, but tell me something. Whenever you are talking about other businesses of yours, you keep quoting figures like $80 million. Okay, it's all in millions of dollars. I'm an outsider. And film industry size intuntadi. Okay, IT industry size anta. Don't you think comparatively this is an insignificant investment? The size, I'm talking only about the size. I'm not talking about impact, the fame.
No.
That is different.
Everyone will have certain things in life. And then I started as an employee and I've grown to a stage in my previous business and I diversified. And I have certain things to do in passion. Fortunately or unfortunately, the films are something that people that attracts the people to live their most fortunate career to come here. But you could become bigger also. That is the goal. A person who do a very good IT job may leave and come for an acting opportunity. Only 1% will become successful. Those who are successful, they achieve big. Same way, if you are saying the same effort and money I put on another line of business, I will make definitely a lot more than what I am making today. You never know what I will make future.
Today I can obviously
I can build a much bigger enterprise in entertainment.
Yeah. No, but again, my question is, after looking at, this is a conversation I had with you before the release of Mr. Bachchan 2. It's that demarcation. What is organized, what is unorganized. You are trying to give an extremely unorganized sector a workflow to, stick to. I heard that. I might not be wrong. I may not be right. Please feel free to correct me. I heard that you expect directors to show up at office, at the PMF office and work from like proper 9 to 6 also. Not? Adagaleda? Okay, then I heard wrong.
I'll correct that conversation. See, I come from tech. So we work with developers. We'll work with testers. We'll work with program managers. We work with operations. And we have a separate division called user experience. what user experience is relatively high-end creative thinking.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. The program management is more organized and similarly we have operations which is more organized. When it comes to developers, it's very high analytical ability to do. When it comes to testers, it's more thought process of how we can visualize scenarios. There's a test execution which is again operations. Not every skill is same.
Yeah.
How we are, when I go to a developer, I can take attitude because talent comes with attitude.
Okay.
When I go to a creative guy, the UX guy, there'll be a drama. When I go to operations guy, I don't take attitude, I don't take a drama. Because they are defined process. There is a SOP is defined, you follow the SOPs. So I clearly understand how to differentiate a skill and how to work. I don't think we never ask a director to come by time. Okay, now it's a different part. I have a large multi-floor office in Banjara Hills.
MLA colony.
In MLA colony.
Yeah.
There are 2 floors that we want to build a new pipeline of movies. There's a lot of, I don't say just out of the new entrants, but reasonably people who want to explore the new movies.
New age movies.
The pipeline of there's a small, medium to large.
Okay.
I can say small to entry level, medium. Those movie offices share the floor.
I've been there. I've seen.
When you share a floor,
every director has
there's
a
a separate room for director.
Yeah.
There's a conference room for his assistants and him to interact. But could in the floor there could be 2 or 3 movies that could happen. One floor has 2 movies, the other floor has 3 movies. Yeah. That may look like a corporate office because typically a director may expect, I want my own freedom, it's my space. This floor is mine or this building is mine, but that is not the case.
Right.
So it could be a venting situation to say, hey, this looks like a corporate. We don't track what time he comes in, we don't track.
No thumb, no ID card scanning, nothing. I'm just kidding.
There could be a thumb to enter an office, not that we track his time, because you don't want anybody and everyone to. That thumb may exist even in a closed office, or there could be an office boy which you will open, and we have an office boy in the floor also. So there is a thumb opening, but there is also 99% of the time there will be a ID card hanging to the security. So
it's not
they are different. So
it's not like Mr. Vishwa Prasad is getting the, what do you call, when is Hasid Kohli checking in, when is Neeraja Gora checking in, how many hours are they spending, 70 hours in office?
Not anywhere closer. So
okay. Now coming
back, we have a process of before you mount a project. Is your script ready? Can we have 2 or 3 people listen to the script? There's a script analysis. I definitely participate in the half an hour to 1 hour review on the content to see what is that we are doing. That is different from somebody saying, hey, do you listen to stories? The definition of listen to stories is too varied. I don't listen to a story where somebody comes and says, hey, I open this scene, I take the camera front. No, I don't visualize as a director to see how he is moving the camera, and I'll be looking at what is the storyline and what is the elevations, what is the USP, what is drama in it, what are the conflict points in it. So that is a different way of understanding a story.
There are different sensibilities also. There might be producers who actually wouldn't understand SWOT analysis, all of these terms also, right? Their mode of operandis might be
but they cannot understand their story. They are not directors, right? How do I understand this camera movement is correct or wrong?
Okay.
See, the director is trying to explain the elevation. How he is creating that elevation, that can be on a short division. I will say, like, is that short division ready? Is the DOP and director in sync? Is the director sensible enough to create the best elevation? Is the DOP in sync to the director? That is the expectation that is required. I don't need to know how is he composing his shot.
Short. Right.
I don't need to hear to that narration. I
Ah,
rather want to make sure there is a
right.
short division in place, which do not happen 90% of the time. Short divisions don't happen. It is between a director and cameraman, same day discussion or
Before day or before the shot.
that's the
I
reality.
see where you are going with this.
So
I see where you are going with this.
So even if somebody listen to that story with that, that's false. A lot of people come and hey, listen to stories, you better understand. No, those who are really listening to the stories don't. The actor can understand because he wants to understand the director's sensibility of how he is going to compose the shot while hearing the narration. So from his perspective, makes sense. And the directors normally are not oriented enough to give a different narration to me. So they give the same narration to me. I don't want to listen to that because I can't understand that. When I say I don't understand, my brain thinks 10 things while I'm talking to you. I cannot pay that kind of attention, and nor I understand. I cannot foresee that what is he trying to make. I rather see it on a paper, this elevation shot, and the DOP is saying thumbs up of what he's thinking, or he's saying the DOP is in sync with me.
Right. Have there been times where you expressed displeasure with directors when you know that okay, their style of working is not something that you approve of? I don't want names, but I want to know, did you ever?
See, when you say he's a captain of the ship, the expectation is he understands that craft. We validate that he knows the craft before we get him. Then we also look at some of the content that comes from the raw footage, and you do a pulse check, like the few elements to see how it is. Then when some versions gets ready, you keep watching them. That's what you do, and then you can give a candid peer feedback, like not as a producer.
Right.
If you find an observation, that's what they do with others also. Like the actor comes and gives a feedback as soon as a shot is done. A cameraman may give instant feedback, or he may have a continuity person to look at it and tell. So there will be hundreds of feedbacks that he gets, and ours is one more.
But sometimes you know that the ship is sinking, and you are there witnessing it.
I normally we had those situations before. I can name couple of movies which post release we look at it and said, hey,
I don't want
this
names,
looks
I just
routine.
want the process. Yeah.
And it turned to be a routine. But now we are on paper, we are clear what is my USP. Still I may do routine. But we know what it means.
Yeah.
A lot of times when you go at a very high feel movies, there will be a span larger than life movies. The emotion and feelings are something you experience only at the end. Those you have to live with it at the end. It's not sinking. It's all about how people receive it. You may think it's average, it may become extraordinary. You may think it's extraordinary, it may be average. But our goal is attempt extraordinary, at least it will become average.
The attempt has to be extraordinary. The attempt cannot be average.
And you always have time to go back and fix.
Right.
It's all about how you package it, right? That's the advantage of filmmaking. It's cheating.
Yeah, the whole.
You don't need to do the real thing.
Yeah.
You can always cheat it.
Yeah.
You can cheat it with screenplay. You can cheat with music. You can cheat with certain elevations. You can take again.
Yeah. No, that's also the good
if you have
part
bad
of
VFX, you
filmmaking.
can cheat with DI.
They do that, no?
It happens
They
in many
darken the
movies.
image. They reduce the brightness. We have seen that happen so many.
Don't release it
times
without doing all your possible analysis of what you could do.
Yeah. How do you rate yourself as a producer? You have had experience now. You have seen both the highs and lows. You have had those course corrections also. Okay. Now, with all the experience that you have accumulated, where you stand now?
Scale of 1 to 10, you can be at a scale of 7 or 8 by luck of doing the right movies. Or you can be there by the virtue of your efforts on how you get there. Okay. with the luck of delivering good movies until 2022, I was at 7 or 8 for a while.
I love your honesty. I'm loving this. Yes.
So, outside my control, I was at 2 because there were some bad movies delivered.
Yeah.
So, that means I'm at a reality of 2.
Hmm.
I'm in the journey of getting to a 4 or 5.
Okay, we'll hope that happens.
And I definitely want to work towards getting to 8.
7 or 10 is not possible.
It's not possible for anybody, right? It's a human.
Sir, again, the point that I wanted to make was that you tried to koncham give an extremely unorganized sector a workflow and SOP, whether that's working or not, you tried to like control it and bring it into one oka path loki. Okay. Now with all whatever is happening with the union and all, you guys launched one website where people who are interested in can apply to different roles. Have been through the website. There are like around 22 categories from direction to makeup to junior artist. What is the plan ahead with this? Is it possible to channelize
No, it's
this?
very important to open the gates for talent in the market. If somebody says, okay, can you make movie only with them? It's not possible. No industry can work with a inexperienced talent to come and do the movies.
Right.
If nobody else come, can you do it? Yeah, if you take it as a challenge, you'll get there. The only question is why others will not come in. We are ready to pay the wage. We are ready to pay, give a continuous employment. If still somebody don't come, there should be a reason, right? If you understand the reason, you'll find some solution.
But how do you know that all the applications that are going to come in now, who's going to like filter them out? What's the
Nobody
that
will
process
filter.
gonna be
The
like?
people who needs the people will go there and filter. If I want some dancers, I'll go there and pick some dancers.
I think you're simplifying it a bit too much. Because at least what I feel is apparently the website crashed, which means that there are thousands of applications, and as a producer or whoever has the requirement, they need to verify, right, whether this person is skilled for that role, whether that person fits or not. That's going to take a lot of effort. Is
Yeah,
what
we're
I
talking
feel.
about certain crafts, right? There are drivers. Do I need to validate the skill?
No. But no, for drivers, maybe not.
The production boys, do I need to validate the skill?
No.
There's a makeup.
Makeup to an extent, right? Makeup or lighting, something that has to do with
Every artist
technicality.
brings their makeup people.
Okay.
Do I need to validate?
No. So there isn't like a single craft or role that needs skill validation.
There are skills that needs validation.
How
if you are
will
getting
those be?
dancers, dance master has to validate. They can dance to the camera for the movie. They may be a good dancer, but you don't want out of sync performance, and they need to sing to the main artists that are in the screen. They don't need to come and dominate because they are a good dancer. They have their position to perform. So there will be a lot of understanding to the need of the set.
Right. This one I heard one.
So that will come over a period. It is not an overnight thing.
It's going to take time though. Yeah. It's going to take time, but eventually.
If there's no dancers coming from the union, we have to bring the freshers and do. Is it a rocket science? No. It will get solved in no time.
Yeah. I heard something once again, very shocking and darkly funny also, which is that apparently some film, I don't know the name of the film, they built a Thailand set somewhere in India, in Hyderabad or somewhere, and they had to get fighters from Thailand, those people, and if they bring 10 people outside the union, apparently the union rule is like you have to hire 10 people from the union also. So they are shooting a film with
I don't know
a
which
scene.
movie, but our movie had Mirai has a lot of this Thai stunt and Thai
shot there
fighters. We did both. We did one schedule in Bangkok and we did multiple here.
Okay. So I heard that if there are 10 those Thai people,
It's a
10 people
that
will
problem
need to
exists with
be,
many.
yeah, that is so
Am I aware
unfair.
of that and not stopped? I am not aware.
Hmm.
But ours is one of the movie which has a Thai
Might be.
choreographer
I
and
don't
Thai
know the
stunts.
name. Yeah. But that is so unfair, no? It's not who is benefiting from it is the question.
See, giving opportunity for a local talent is always a good cause. All we say is build a extraordinary local talent so that you are not going out for that. Or find ways of how a local talent understands the requirements ahead and get prepared.
Hmm.
And give a fair access to the opportunity. Different from force them into the requirement.
Hmm.
At least I never heard about a talent being not strong in the stunt union, the fighter union. They are, I think, our industry has the best
Very hardworking. Yeah.
fighters in the overall market.
Hmm.
But still, when you bring a stunt master from other cities, they will have their own set of people. But there is a restriction that you cannot bring all of theirs. You should have a matching gear. That I don't see as a problem because it's not hurting us.
Hmm. Hmm.
If there are 40 fighters in the set, 20 comes from here, 20 comes from there is a good thing. As long as the 20 is not a waste sitting idle.
Waste, exactly. Yeah.
If they are sitting idle, then I don't want to hire them.
If they're not on screen, then what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either I tell the stunt choreographer, hey, you take the 20 from here, not everyone from there. If you have your 5 people that are in sync, but if he says, my people can never sync with him, then I should not have them.
Hmm.
It's the choice of hiring the stunt choreographer or not. But
Yeah.
keeping people idle is then it's the extortion.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Give fair access, fair opportunity is good. And recognizing that you have a good stunt team, why should I go out?
Exactly. Yeah.
Then comes the drama of how many stunt choreographers we can bring. Will the new choreographer can be in sync with them? Will the some union head can have a blessing on this stunt choreographer? He will supply the right people or will he block? If that guy has to perform, it is somebody who will have a lot of this stunt equipment, which if you rent it from him only, then he'll go. Then the mafia system and the layers will get opened.
Yeah. 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 Now we keep talking about this. Okay, this is in one way being very problematic to the producers. Let's keep the logistics aside. Let's come to the creative part. Don't you think we have like a severe scarcity of writers? Are you noticing? Are you noticing that? Because all of this comes once the film goes into production stage. But almost 70% of films are failing because of bad writing. No, that needs to be addressed.
There's a
Yada.
gap between bad writing versus lack of writers.
Okay. Then why are
Let's
bad
be
writers
clear
getting-
on how do you define a bad writing is.
Hmm.
People are understanding it's a bad writing only after it is released.
Hmm.
Why it is a bad writing? There could be 100 things if you do a postmortem. Everything goes back to the planning.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
The root is writing at the end of the day. If there is a great scene, like you said, no, if you aim for extraordinary, it will land at least at average. If it's a great script, it might end.
Let's be clear on fundamentals. If your planning is right, you assessed your story. If making is bad, you can do the rework. If the script is bad, you cannot do much on the rework.
Yeah.
Script is bad can be analyzed in the beginning.
Hmm.
But if you are not allowed to analyze, I said, right, you can become an incompetent producer when you don't have access to the fundamentals.
Hmm. Right. But you must be having access to script, right, sir? Without, like you said, the process.
What is your positioning, right? Positioning is a fundamental on any of the execution.
positioning and
Positioning means what is your authority and how people can treat you.
But you are the producer.
If you don't have an authority to question when you know a DOP is corrupted and
That-
is bringing that unit, you don't have a
Yeah,
charge to
yeah,
do. That
yeah.
means your positioning is you are a facilitator, or a producer or a facilitator. If you are a facilitator, how can you ask about script quality?
Right. Yeah, I get it.
It's a fundamental of
Yeah.
what's your role.
Now it has changed, no? Now you are a
To a reasonable extent, then it's my ability to assess too.
okay.
Do I have that authority to assess? Second, my competency to assess. These are two different subjects. But I don't need that competency. I can have a team together. I can assess that better if I have that authority to get there. Today, it's very rarely you have an authority to get there in the current system. I think it's changing. People are getting there and now going deeper.
No, that's
Because
true.
if you have 2 or 3 failures, like how I had 2, 3 failures forced me to come in and go deep.
Yeah.
It's the same. Until you're riding on the successes, you don't need to.
Yeah. But like you said in the past, Raja Saab will compensate for
For me,
whatever.
that the size is big enough to give me back the.
Whatever you had to cover the lost ground.
It's a generic statement. It's not
Yeah.
like I'm
Hope.
living on it.
Let's
but,
hope. Let's hope.
No, we are likely and very hopeful that it can compensate. I'm just talking about the size and scale.
Right. How's it shaping up?
It's coming extraordinary.
So it's going right.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. Glad to hear that, and I hope whatever you mentioned, like be it the rating of the producer or be it your role, I really hope you nail it going forward. And thank you so much for the time and sharing all the insights. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was a